How about warm apple cinnamon donuts for breakfast? What if I told you you can have them on the table in 20 minutes? I will show you how now. So for this morning's breakfast, I am making apple cinnamon baked donuts, and this couldn't be more simple, and I'll show you how to do it. So right now I have sauteing in a pan with 2 tablespoons of melted butter, 2 apples that I've chopped up into about 1/4 or 1/2 inch pieces. And I'm cooking those really only for about 5, no more than 10 minutes, just to soften them and get them started on the cooking process. I'm using Honeycrisp apples, but you can use any firm apple, a Cortland or a Granny Smith. I wouldn't use Macintosh for this recipe because I think it makes the donuts too mushy. So in this bowl, I have combined 2 3/4 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 cup of sugar, 1/4 cup of cornstarch, 1 tablespoon baking powder, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of fresh grated nutmeg, and 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon.
I've also melted 8 tablespoons of unsalted butter.
In this bowl, I have 1 cup of buttermilk, 2 large eggs, and 1 egg yolk. In this bowl, I have 1 cup of sugar and 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. I'm going to mix those up, and that's going to be for the coating for our donuts when they come out of the oven. And then I have here 6 tablespoons of butter. We're going to melt the butter, brush it on the hot donuts, and then dip them in the cinnamon sugar. So first, I'm going to just whisk the dry ingredients until they're combined. And now I'm going to pour the melted butter into the buttermilk and eggs. That has cooled slightly. And I'm going to whisk that together. Just going to check on my apples. They look good. I'm going to take those off. And now I'm going to make a well in the middle of my dry ingredients. Pour my wet ingredients in. And then just combine. So my batter is all combined, and now I'm going to add my apples. Okay, I've combined the apples into the batter, and now I'm going to spoon it into my donut pans, which I've greased with a little butter. Okay, I put my batter into the donut pans, and now I'm going to bake the donuts at 400 degrees for about 20 minutes until a toothpick inserted in the middle. Comes out clean. So we will check on these in about 20 minutes. Okay, our muffins have been cooking for about 20 minutes, and I've checked them with a toothpick and it came out clean, so I'm going to take them out of the oven. And I'm going to let them cool on a wire rack for about 5 minutes before I unmold them. Okay, so I've taken the donuts out of the tins, and this is how they've come out. And I should mention that this recipe will make 12 donuts. And if you don't have a donut pan, you can also use a muffin tin. So now to finish these off, I am going to brush them with the melted butter and dip them in the cinnamon sugar, and I'll show you how. Okay, so I'm going to brush this donut all over with the melted butter, and I'm being generous because I want the cinnamon sugar to stick. And now I'm just going to dip it in the cinnamon sugar to get a nice coating. Okay, I'll show you our end result, which is a warm plate of apple cinnamon baked donuts coated with some cinnamon sugar. And that's it, 20 minutes for warm baked donuts. So I will give this a try just to make sure that they are in fact good. They're moist. A great taste of apple. Really good. So grab a cup of coffee or a glass of milk and make these, and I hope you enjoy them.